Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
The Russia-Ukraine war has shown how vulnerable armors are against the ATGM or top attack loitering munitions and UAV attacks. Be it Russian T-90 or American M1AM Abrams or Leopard tanks, they have all been destroyed in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. Now, this brings to an interesting question. Are tanks obsolete in modern era warfare? The answer is definitely no. They are not obsolete, but they have become increasingly vulnerable due to increasing sophistication of loitering munitions and UAVs. We are living in an era of a connected warfare with evolution of network communication technologies. No single battlefield asset, be it on land, air, water or underwater, is sufficient of its own to operate and survive and be effective at the same time. They need to be connected to other assets and talking to each other in a secured radio network to create improved situational awareness of the entire battlefield scenario. This also helps to engage right asset at right time for a given task. This is even applicable for main battle tanks. Now, talking about Indian Army, it has been closely observing the Russia-Ukraine war and learning from it. So the question is, what they have learned and how it has changed their warfare tactics and the way of operating. Now, this is what we are going to discuss in detail in today's video based on the recent exercises conducted by Indian Army in last couple of months. To begin with, let's talk about the most recent exercise conducted by Army. The Gandiv Division under the Southwestern Command of Indian Army has recently conducted an integrated fire and maneuver exercise at Mahajan Ranges, Rajasthan. What does integrated and maneuver means? It means that in the exercise, various assets of Army were involved and working together. These assets were T-90 tanks, BMP-2 ICVs, bridge-laying tank, ALH Dhruv, Rudra gunships, artilleries, UAVs, air defense guns, and anti-tank guided missile drill. In the exercise, Army showcased a synchronized and effective employment of combat and combat support resources in a networked environment. The most interesting part of exercise is Rudra gunship. While tanks provide protection by absorbing the heavy firepower and protecting the ICVs and infantry at the back, the Rudra gunship provides protection to these tanks as they have better visibility and line of sight of aerial as well as the land-based threat. We can see in the exercise Rudra flying extremely low. It is felt as if the gunship is flying right over the tanks. The low flying Rudra helps them to remain undetected by enemies' radar and manpads. The Army has inducted Rudra gunships in significant number, which adds to their firepower. The Army operates 75 Rudra helicopters. Rudra is a weaponized version of ALH Dhruv, which adds firepower to Army's aviation wing. It is armed with French Nexter 20mm turret gun, Belgian 70mm rockets, and MBDA air-to-air missile. The integration of Helena anti-tank missile has also been approved for this helicopter. Besides Rudra, Army operates 5 LSP Prachand. Army is also in process of inducting a huge fleet of Prachand attack helicopters. On 30th November 2023, DAC has given its acceptance of necessity for 156 LCH Prachand attack helicopters, which include 90 LCH for Army and 66 LCH for Air Force. Army is also in process of acquiring 6 Apache attack helicopters from US, which is expected to be delivered by the year 2024. This means that in coming years, Army's aviation wing is going to get further stronger in terms of both quantity and quality. These helicopters, along with the main battle tank, will form a formidable armor attack and will be capable of destroying enemy fortification, armored columns, infantry formations, regardless of the terrain challenges. Now, coupling UAVs with gunships and armored column further enhances the situational awareness. UAVs can operate ahead of helicopters and at much higher altitude because of their smaller size, which makes them difficult to detect. Initially, the UAVs were intended for general data collection and reconnaissance, that is for typical ISR mission, while over the time they have found their role in artillery either as a part of fire control system, that is FCS, or as an artillery system on their own. The UAVs were introduced into FCS of artillery in the role of forward artillery observers or FAO. When used as a complete artillery system, the UAV uses weapons carrying onboard to destroy target. A contemporary example is the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan. The combination of Azerbaijan artillery and their UAVs used either as a FAO or as an artillery weapon proved highly effective in the war. UAVs capture and transmit high-resolution images and videos in real time over radio link to command posts, allowing for precise guidance of artillery fire on enemy formations and objects. Therefore, in the context of conventional artillery operation, UAVs could be used for artillery reconnaissance, accelerating the decision-making process, achieving greater accuracy in artillery fire, protecting and monitoring fire position area from enemy attacks, creating a 3D digital image of area, including the position of enemy formations and reconnaissance of enemy activities. The UAV can perform the task of FAO far deeper within the enemy held territory and typically with increased accuracy compared to the human counterpart, which is located on the ground. Indian Army has been quite extensively using UAVs as FAO, and same has been observed in almost all exercises being conducted by Army recently. The Army has inducted quite significant large number of UAVs for both roles, that is for FAO or as an ISR asset and as a loitering munition. The Army is on the path of modernizing and integrating its assets, which will make it a formidable force against its adversaries.
This was today's update. Please let us know your views on this in comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind. We'll soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in the defense sector.